As I mentioned before, I wasn't expecting these bills to come up today, and so I apologize for being perhaps too angry in my last speech. But it is, in my opinion, not unjustified after a great chain of injustices that are coming forth to the people. And per capita, I have no doubt, impact my district more than any other in a per capita basis. And I completely do appreciate my colleague who just spoke from the 32nd District and the chairman from the 27th District who care a lot about natural resources and about good experiences for sportsmen. They care, and I appreciate the work that I've had and the open door that I've had with the senator from the 27th District. And I do believe that using a fee-based system is appropriate for conservation. And I do believe there are times where an increase is appropriate. And I have voted for that in the past when we made this change while I was in the House. But now is not the time. Now is not the right time because the list of breakdowns within this department is too long and too serious and too severe to simply move forward with this without doing our due diligence to correct the problems that are happening. I listed some of those for you. There's so many more. And while there's good people in the department, people that I have appreciated and have good working relationships with, the current head of wildlife, and even Director Bowen, who I like very much and I believe is very sincere, these issues within the department cannot remain unaddressed. They cannot continue to ignore the rogue officers. They cannot continue to ignore the biologists who give recommendations that are contrary to science. We cannot continue to support the department ignoring the Natural Resources Commission's recommendation on bears just because at one point over 2 decades ago, the commission asked the department to step in. And now the department won't give that authority back. We cannot continue to simply ignore these problems and just give them more money. They must fix these problems. They must stop trespassing on private property. They must stop choosing citizens to persecute. They must stop picking certain wildlife issues to just persecute. We can't stand idly by and allow the people to be trampled on the way this department is doing and what we're hearing from the citizens themselves. The groups that support this is anemic compared to what we had back in 14 or 15 when we did it before, when every organized sporting group was saying, yes, do this, we need what we're going to get from this. They're not here this time. Where are they? Instead, they're showing up to the hearings that are pointing out the problems again and again. They come to us and they say, please get this department to toe the line again, to recognize the rights of the people, to stand against this waywardness that we're seeing within the law enforcement division and within the biology department. We've got to stand strong for what the citizens are telling us is happening with this department. Let this serve as a wake-up call to us that we don't just give money to departments because they ask for it and because they can show legitimate need when they are doing the wrong thing with the dollars they get. Thank you, Madam President.